center so my students could go get them and take their tests, I left my poems on the bottom of the stack of tests. So I have one that I have memorized that I'm going to do for you guys. But in place of the first poem, I'm going to give a little short story that revolves around Marianne's confession before her poem. And it's one of my favorite things about open mics, and it was one of my favorite moments at an open mic. I was at an open mic in this little teeny tiny coffee shop, and everybody was crammed in. It was very like, you had to feel comfortable with the people you were around because you were around them. But the first person that got up was this gentleman who read a very angry poem about his horrible experience growing up Mormon and how liberating it was to break away from that institution. And the second person that got up read this equally angry poem about growing up born again and how angry and messed up his life is because of that institution. And after each person read, the audience cheered and clapped and accepted them and loved them and praised them. And then the third person got up, and it was a Relief Society president who read a poem about her experience in the church. And when she finished, everybody clapped and cheered and loved and praised her. And when the fourth person got up, it was actually this, I don't know how I want to describe it. He did a hip-hop poem about how Jesus saved his life. And everybody clapped and cheered and praised him. And so I hope everybody feels comfortable here, regardless of race, creed, religion, anything like that. All that we care about is that you are human, and you have this strange desire to connect with other humans through this crazy art of writing. So please feel welcome here at all times. So I partially lied when I said I had this piece memorized. My mother's here today. She's right there. She's fantastic. Give her a round of applause. She's visiting from up by Salt Lake, kind of. And I asked her when she was driving down today, I said, is there anything you would like me to perform tonight? Any poem you would like to hear from me? And so she had a request, and I tried to memorize it in time to kind of perform it. So I'm going to try and do that. I have my cheat sheet here on the other side of the sign-up sheet. So if I need it, it's there. It's called Night Watch, and it's dedicated to, it started off, at first it was just dedicated to Graham, and then it was dedicated to Graham and Aiden, then it was dedicated to Graham and Aiden and Alex, and Graham, Aiden, Alex, and Jonah. My sisters need to quit having children. The dedication is getting too long. But this is just kind of about the inspiration that little small people, humans, can give us. The grass is wet from the sprinklers of the old baseball field, where an orange glow reaches from the moon, lighting our way. Looking up at the stars, I feel the grasp of fingers still sticky from an ice cream sundae pulling at my pinky. How many stars are there? My nephew asks, his eyes still stuck up in the sky. Always one more than you think, I answer as I lift the boy onto my shoulders. If we climb that hill, do you think we could touch one? His voice wrapped in the evening breeze carries a short distance to my ears. I do not tell him the stars are millions of light years away. There's no point in having a discussion of time and space with a 3-year-old. His arms tighten around my neck as we climb the hill. The journey holds disappointment. We cannot touch the stars. As I'm preparing my explanation, some fluff about not giving up in Neil Armstrong. Quietly, breathing behind my ear, he whispers, maybe we should jump.